So today I wanted to do a talky video where I just discuss something which has been on my mind. So today I want to talk about how it's never too late to start again. I think when we think of a fresh start, we think of a clean slate, everything brand new. But personally, I think a fresh start can be the smallest thing. It can be going for a run for the first time when you haven't done exercise in a while. It can be deciding to put on makeup that day rather than moping around in your PJs all day. A fresh start doesn't necessarily have to be a big, brand new, everything's changing. And I think sometimes people think it does have to be really grand, so they don't have the small fresh starts which are often needed. Last year I had a big new start. I quit my job without knowing what was next, but I just knew it was time to move on. And that has taught me that fresh starts are hard, and just because it's a new start, it doesn't mean things are then easy. It means you have to work still. A new start doesn't guarantee results immediately, but it's never too late for that new start. If things are hard, you can always hit refresh, and you can do that whenever you want. When we feel down, when life is getting difficult, when things are hard, our mind tends to narrow. We tend to look at things very one-dimensionally. We don't see things as they are clearly. We become quite biased to our own faults, and it's then hard to have a new start because we dwell on the negative. Now, last night I didn't have a great night. I don't know what had happened, but something switched in my mind and I had a really tough night. I didn't feel great. I felt very anxious. I cried. I was upset. I was awake pretty much most of the night. I didn't sleep because my mind was kind of going a bit insane. Yeah, it wasn't the best night, and we've all had nights like that, and I got very upset over things which I know in my head I should have been over, I should have dealt with a long time ago, but obviously I hadn't managed my feelings on them as well as I thought I had, I guess. Now, when I was in that, when you're in the thick of it, you don't realise where you're at with it. So I felt so sad, and I thought that feeling would last forever. But then I woke up in the morning and I felt different. And I guess sometimes a new start is simply recognising that feelings don't last forever and that things are changing. So I woke up today and I went back to sleep. I slept through my alarm because I was tired, because I was awake most of the night crying. But today I'm okay. And so for me, today is a new start. Is moving forward from where I was at yesterday. A new start can be that simple. You have a bad day, something goes wrong, something's not right, and you actively decide it's not going to impact the rest of your life. You decide that you can move on from it. It's never too late to have a new start. It doesn't have to be a big new start, but it can be. If it is a big new start, don't expect the world from it. Just know that things happen over time and it doesn't have to happen immediately. That is definitely something I have learned. But last night I went to bed sad, and today I put up my first paid blog post, which is something I've been working towards for a really long time. In the sadness you forget that, but when you come out of that sadness you realise that there are good things which you just didn't see because they weren't your focus at the time, but in your new start you will see them. So don't be afraid of a new start. It's a good thing to start over, and maybe let people know you want to start over. Let people know things are changing for you. A new start can be anything you want it to be, and no matter where things are at or how long you've been stuck in a rut, it's never too late to move out of it. Just take steps out of it. You can be who you want to be as long as you're taking the steps to get there, and never be afraid to start taking those steps. Never be afraid to start becoming that person. Don't be ashamed of who you are and who you want to be, because the new starts are something which can happen and will happen if you want them to, if you try that way. So if things aren't great, if you're having a bad time, remember it doesn't have to last forever, and life comes in waves. Nothing lasts forever, nothing stays. You will go through phases of your life which are very good, you will go through phases of your life which are very bad, but ultimately life is always changing, and sometimes you can embrace that and bring it into your new start and start again. And each day, each moment is an opportunity to step closer to that person you want to be. Don't think you can't make changes if you want to. It's never too late to start again, is my point of this video. This morning feels like a new start, but I had to activate something in my mind to get it to that. I could have been dwelling on it. This kind of relates to a blog post I wrote recently called something like, "You don't have to live in the house of sadness which you built." Sometimes you need to activate the new start in your mind. Sometimes you need to decide, no, this is enough. I am over this. I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be this sad. I had to think to myself, right, this is the last time I cry over this, because this is something which has happened and it's time to move forwards. But you have to activate that. You can't just expect a new start to come to you. New starts take work sometimes, but be willing to do that work, because they will always be worth it. It's never too late to start finding joy in things. It's never too late to look for that happiness where you did see it before. Maybe your new start is as simple as having a cup of tea and enjoying every mouthful. Your new start can be reading a book in the bath and enjoying it. And your new start can just be taking time for you. You can get out of the rut you're stuck in by enjoying the day-to-day things. Your new start doesn't have to be major. It can be however big or small you want, but it can be about thinking, I've got right now and I'm going to enjoy it. Right, I hope that made sense. I didn't plan that at all, but it was just something I kind of wanted to talk about because I'd been thinking about it. If you enjoyed that, please make sure you subscribe, and if things aren't where you want them to be, it's okay. Try to start again. Even the smallest new start will make a difference. Right, thank you very much for watching. Sending you good vibes.